matter of fact, because I'm just gonna go on Twitter and go to the Gale's page, and I'll retweet whatever he.
Okay. So I'll just send it to him. Okay.
Yeah.
We're live.
Okay. All right. Big collectibles over here. We got a goodie. Whew, hotness tonight. By the end of this video, you're gonna discover a little bit something special about someone special. The Gale. We got the Gale in the building. We're gonna ask him some questions about, just history, a little bit about him. So join the Discord. We talk all things NFTs, all things physical collectibles, digital collectibles, a little bit of everything. So subscribe if you like free stuff. We're giving away free stuff. A matter of fact, tomorrow we're giving away Tops collectibles and Tops wax, thanks to Fast Eddie P. So just subscribe. So talk to me, the Gale. How you doing today?
What's up, man? I'm doing fine, feeling good, man. I'm chilling with all of y'all. Are all of you guys in New York right now?
2 of us are in New York, one's in Florida.
Man, I'm in Florida. I am no longer in New York. I got away from the snow.
Snow and the taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. I mean, but they are.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
A lot, Strong Island.
It's so ironic. We all met on the channel, and it's funny because I'm originally from New York. They actually live close by to each other, and they're not too far from where I was when I left New York. So I was.
And then I used to live in Florida, not far from where you live now.
Ah, that's funny.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Never left.
All right, so I am sending out that link. I'm sorry, I can't do 2 things at once. It's just crazy.
I was like, did he send it? Did he send
it? Sorry. Sending it right now. So, all right, so we're all on different levels, experience levels when it comes to Veve. So I think this was a good combination. Strange has the most experience when it comes to Veve, and then myself, which is just when I say a lot of experience, it's just been a few months, and then Eddie. Eddie, quick question, Eddie. Have you gotten a drop yet?
Have I gotten what?
A drop. Have you been successful on a Veve drop?
Yeah, damn, I forget which book it was. The one that had 50,000. Jesus Christ.
How about a collectible?
Was it the Iron?
The first appearance of Green Goblin, that was 70,000.
Oh yes, that was it.
Right. That was it. Okay, that's a nice book, man. That's a nice book.
Yeah. It was one I really wanted. So I mean, I kind of feel like I should have waited to hit that first, because that first buy I think is like definite. So I feel like maybe
that way. It seems that way.
It seems that way, right? So I feel like I should have maybe waited till something bigger came out, but I'm happy with that.
Absolutely.
How new are you, Ed?
I've been around these guys for a few months, so I kind of know pretty much. I know a lot, but and I watch Veve. What's his name? Dokta Strange. Veve. Yeah, I watch his live, so I have a lot of information. It's just that I'm so wrapped up in physical collectibles right now that I'm trying to make that transition. Which a lot of people that collect physical items don't want it for some strange reason, but I do see something there. So, it's hard. It's hard with so much. I have so much, so to go into something totally new is a little hard.
That's an interesting thought right there, because like me, I never collected really anything physical, so I'm coming in with a clean slate. Now somebody coming in from the physical world, they gotta forget some stuff and then like try to transfer some information over, and it's an interesting thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. It's all fun though, I'll tell you that.
So the Gale, were you able to? Should I say the Gale or Gale? I don't know.
Either way, whatever's easiest. It's all the same.
All right. So we're good. Did you send the link out?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. It looks like Strange is doing what he's got to do.
Yeah,
so we're gonna go ahead and start with the most anticipated questions here in about another 30 seconds. Let a few people just trickle in. The chat, yo, John G, what's the deal? Nice to see you here. I hope the kids, you were able to successfully put the kids to sleep. Cameron, what up? We got the Gale with us, man. We're gonna get to know the Gale tonight. By the end of this video, man, we're gonna get to know him. So we're gonna go ahead and chop it up. So Strange, I want to make sure you're good. Are you good? Because I don't have any audio on you. I'm sorry, video.
I'm good.
Okay, bet.
I'm just reposting real quick. I guess
Okay, that's what's up. Okay. All right, so we want to know, the first question is, where were your parents from? Where were they born?
Born in Illinois. I don't want to give away the exact town, pinpoint my location, but west suburbs of Illinois, or west suburbs of Chicago. So I like to claim Chicago, but I'm really from the suburbs of Chicago, but I'm like 30 minutes away. I'm basically right there if I want to be. So yeah, Chicago.
Question for you. Quick
What's
question. Hate to slide it. You ever heard of Homestead?
Homestead. It sounds familiar, but in what context?
I know it's on the outskirts of Chicago too.
Homestead. I'm not too familiar with it, but I have heard of it, I think.
Okay.
Man, I went out there, this is years ago. I went out there, my uncle lives out there, and I had some work to do out there. Anyway, long story short, that is the coldest I've ever been. And I hate New York. That is the cold. I said, I got that. I said, hell no. Is it really this cold out here?
Yeah, bro. I know New York is cold, but I think Chicago is famous for its winters, though.
Yeah, Chicago definitely got its beat.
You know what it is? It's because of that goddamn wind with it.
Bro.
Yo, when I was in downtown Chicago, bro, Lakeshore Drive area, Manhattan is kind of the same way though. Like you'll be on one side block and then you hit a main block and it'll just be like 30, 40 mile per hour winds as soon as you cut the corner. You won't even see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
I remember one winter, there was a statistic that it was like colder and it was warmer in Antarctica than one of the days in Chicago. It was crazy.
Wow. Oh my God. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. It was just ridiculous out there. It made me a believer of like, you know what? I need to get out of the winter. I need to get out of snow, all of that. And I would say 2-3 years after that, I was gone. I was like, Florida, I'm in Florida. That's it. That's it. So, all right. So what cartoons did you watch growing up?
Oh man, I think a better question is what cartoons didn't I watch? So Pokemon, of course, all the Cartoon Networks, Nickelodeon, Toonami, anime. It's so many. I couldn't even. I got to name the stations. I can't even name the specific cartoons.
So you're a little younger than I'm 38. How old are you?
Take a guess.
I'm thinking about just by the cartoons that maybe like 26, 27.
Yeah, I got 26.
What you think of BC?
I'm gonna go with 30.
31. BC's the closest.
Yo,
90s baby on the dot. 1990.
So you remember Batman Beyond? That was a big one.
Oh yeah. I grew up with Batman. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's Batman Beyond.
I remember that.
On Channel 11, CW11.
I forgot about that.
Terry McGinnis.
It was big. It was big.
That was good. That was a good one.
Yeah. My niece, speaking of anime, I don't know much about anime, but my sister just took my niece to the anime show convention center in New York in the Jacob Javits. This was like 2-3 weeks ago. She sent me pictures and they all dressed up and all this. And I was like, yo, that's cool. I've been to plenty of Comic Cons. I've gotten dressed up for Comic Con. And I need to hit up an anime.
Huge.
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s, anime was huge. I grew up in Flushing, so I was around a lot of Asian people, and forget it.
That was so hard in the 90s, man. Akira, Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Lensman.
They even added their own porn, animated porn.
You know, yeah, man. You know it's big time, and they got their own porn, man, in that vertical. That's crazy.
Man. You know they're big when they do that.
Shoot, man. So, all right. So, what's the deal with the video games, man? What video games you got into?
Back in the day, I mean, like I always liked fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Super Smash Bros. Recently, I mean, like a few years back. I don't really have any right now, though, you know. But yeah, those are the ones.
Man, funny story. I've been wanting the Oculus, the virtual reality thing, and I want to try it. I've never even played it. And I was telling the wife, like, hey, I want to get that. So there was a doorbell ring, right? On Saturday, I go out there and the Amazon person just had dropped off a box, and I see it says Oculus. So I closed the door and I'm like, yo, we're gonna get Oculus for Christmas. That's it. And so so I tell my wife, I'm like, babe, like a few hours later, I think there was a knock. I think there's a package out there because I didn't want to like ruin it because I thought it was a surprise. She goes out there, she gets the box, comes in with the box. She goes, you ordered this? I'm like, no. What? And she's like, they brought it to the wrong house, man.
Oh, man.
Talk about buzzkill, bro.
Dang.
Wow. Oh, man. So, okay. So what?
So I got a question. So
go ahead,
what's your favorite? What were your favorite things or toys to collect when you were a kid?
Me, I actually collected Pokemon cards. Like when I was in kindergarten, like that was actually, I didn't even know I was a collector then. I didn't consider it collecting. I was just,
building up your stack.
Basically, yep. The fossil packs, all the holographics, all of that. I didn't even know.
Did you keep them?
Yeah, Cap. I still got them. I still got them in the binder.
Okay, so you're sitting on something nice then.
Yeah, I got a few good ones. I gotta go back and check, but I got some decent ones though.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I did collect He-Man back in the day. I didn't really know what they were. I mean, I didn't collect them personally. I guess my parents bought them for me, and I just had a whole bunch of them. Wow. I had some baseball and basketball cards too, but I really didn't know what they were at the time. So, yeah.
So you like, what's your favorite sport?
I would have to say basketball.
And who's your team? I mean, the Bulls, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the Bulls, especially now with the new revamped team. Yep.
Yeah. Man, the Bulls. That's what's up, man. So okay, so Jordan. I'm assuming you're a Jordan fan. Okay. All right. So do you consider yourself more of a collector or like, flipper deal?
You talking about in terms of Veve or?
Yeah, in terms of Veve. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely a collector, but I have recently been, practicing the art of the flip. Like I used to like hold everything the whole time. I used to just say I'm gonna hold everything until we get to Immutable X, Ethereum.
Right.
But at the same time, the whole time I knew I was leaving a lot of money on the table. So like you can flip while collecting. I'm kind of learning that. Building the jump stack, flipping, and then the market takes its cycles. So if you know the cycles, like the 12 days of Veve, the gem squeezes. If you can play the cycles, you can up your stack while flipping and
a little off the core question. But speaking of the gem squeeze, what's your current perception of the gem squeeze or lack thereof in some areas? Because to me, we came out of a dip where it was like everything overall got suppressed. Everything was 25% off, 50% off, close to retail, under retail. And then obviously it took a while for some things to bounce back. Some things didn't bounce back. And then it's like even a day or two into knowing the first couple of drops that were coming that we had already, you would think there would have been a more intense gem squeeze than it has been so far. Yeah. So we're a couple days in. We only have a couple days left, right? So I'm looking at it like how much of a squeeze, even percentage, would you guess we're going to experience? Because I feel like we're in new waters right now. Like, how long were the cons? Like 3 days. And the reaction off of that was dramatic on the market. And we went through that twice. And now we're experiencing 12 days, and I really don't see much going on. I see some stuff even high still, but then some stuff is super cheap, like this new case. So how do you perceive what's going on?
So you got to kind of like scale out a bit and look at the big picture, because like every week on Veve is not the same. Every drop is not the same. So the situation with Veve is different. Like we just moved all of our collectibles to a Immutable X, right? So we got the hype on that. So people might be afraid to sell, thinking that they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know, if any collectibles could be listed as interoperable right away or any given week. And then we got, as of lately, Ecomi just told us that we have 30,000 users coming in a day. So that's definitely playing a factor. People are probably scooping up items one by one, so the price probably isn't dipping as much as it would have like a month ago, because we didn't have that many users or that many new people coming in. So it's so many factors at play. It's hard to say at any given week why something is not doing something. You can have a group of whales that decided to sell off one week, and this time they decided to hold because they know it's coming. There's so many factors. It's really hard for anybody to say for sure.
Right. Definitely right.
So Crypto Pros in the house. What's the deal? I want to say
what's up, Carlson?
What's the deal? Yes. We're sitting down, much like we did with you the other day with the Gale. We're getting to know him. And subscribe. Everybody who's watching, drop a like.
Video.
That like button.
Dip
the
out.
algorithm.
And if you're not following the Gale, you gotta follow the Gale for sure. Once this is live, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a link in the description. And also Crypto Pro, you got it. He's in the chat right now. Drop a like. I'm sorry, follow him. Absolutely. So, if you have any questions you want us to ask the Gale right now, go ahead. Throw it in the chat, and if we get to it, we'll ask it. So, I don't know if this is, if you can answer this, but as far as the Veve collectibles, what is your favorite? Which is your, maybe not the highest dollar, but which is the one that you're like, man, I value the most yourself?
That's I get asked that often, and I really always struggle to pick one, because I can go by which one I think is gonna be the most. Cost the most. That might be my favorite, or it's really hard to say. Man, I always go back to Ritmo, but it's not. I have like 3 others that could probably tie Ritmo, or I got the Tide. I'm not gonna let those go. I got the Pride. I think that one's gonna make me some money one day. It's really hard to say. Man, I really want to give an honest. I gotta really think of that question.
It's like you have to break it down, because some you like just because aesthetics, some you have just a connection to, some you like just because they look good in your stash, in your vault. Some you like just because they're like a piece that you're like, yo, this is gonna make me money one day. So it's like, I think that's what makes the app dope. It makes this whole project crazy, man.
Yeah.
The chat likes your glasses. Yes, those are dope. Hell yeah.
Thanks.
It's third eye is open. I hear you mention that. But maybe we talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, we can't skate around that.
Man, let's get it.
All right. So obviously you mentioned you have some collectibles, the physical, you got Veve going on. What does the family think about it? Do you talk to your family about it?
Yeah.
I know about this one a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So what was I think in March, it was back in March when I first found out about Veve. After doing my due diligence, of course, I basically told my mom and dad. They were sitting in the living room, and I cut on one of the latest interviews with Dan Crothers, and he was like basically going over what Ecomi was, and I was like, here, just sit here and watch this. And I had them watch that, and then had them download the app. And my mom got a few Tides and stuff, back in the day.
No way, your mom?
Yeah, because little did we. Well, I had kind of had an understanding, because like stuff was like selling out, right? I'm like, okay, Harley Quinn just sold out. We got Unicornos still on deck. We got Tides. I was like, okay, Ma, I need you to get at least two of these. So she got some Harley Quinn. She got some Jim Lee Jokers. So she's good on that. But yeah, the family's on board. They're going to be participating tomorrow with the Nikki drop. I got my sister doing drops on my behalf because like she can't really afford it right now, so I'm giving her the money to get drops for me right now. But other than that, yeah, we got the family on board though.
That's right. I remember a video you posted about your sister got a drop. She was successful, and then somebody had a name that was similar to yours, and they were trying to, you know. I remember that. I was
crazy,
like, yo,
bro.
man.
I was so hurt. I was so hurt. That board cost like 11,000 at the time.
Oh
yeah,
bro.
Got it back. Man. We got it back.
So my question is, we all know obviously you own some Omi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Are there any other cryptos that you're into? Or, you know, view as something that'll be profitable in the future? No financial advice, of course.
Definitely, yeah, not financial advice. Definitely, I'm an XRP guy. I've been there from the start.
Wow.
I mean, like back in 2017 when I started with, that was basically one of the first ones I bought. I didn't hold it the whole time, but that was like one of the first ones I looked into, and then came right back around to it. You know, a year later or whatever. So XRP and you know, I sold my VeChain. I like VeChain. VeChain is good, but I messed up my VeChain bags gambling. That's a whole nother story. I'm just holding XRP and Omi at the moment. Those are the only two I think I'll need.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, vevevolt in the building. vevevolt.
What's up, vevevolt?
Oh, wow.
Yo, vevevolt. What's the deal, man?
Yes,
that's
it. He's definitely the biggest. He's definitely the biggest name in the game, I believe.
Man, the drops. What's the deal?
That's the fan right there.
Very cool.
When you go live each drop, I mean you have to be number one at that point.
Man,
bro, I tune in to vevevolt just about every drop.
Yeah, I mean the information as a beginning, the information that I received from watching his videos, I mean it's incredible. Incredible.
I don't know
everybody that I've brought into Veve brand new, I have pretty much a template of videos, and it's the Gale, vevevolt, Bud Thompson, Rebel Duck, Crypto Pro, Randy Chavez, you know, for a little entertainment, and you know, some other things, VV Vision, you know, there's so many, man. Hello K, if you want someone more professional. You know, Gotcha Cavell, you know, if you want a little mix of everything, you know. So there's so many content creators, man. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah, we got a squad. We got quality content creators across the board, different styles, different areas they cover. So like it's all good with Veve.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and it's the beginning, man. This is just the beginning. It's pretty amazing. And that video you mentioned the other day, the community, you know, man, the community is no joke. No joke. You know, I came from collecting comic books and sport cards, and you know, obviously there's a huge community over there, but it's different. You know, the love is next level over here. You're not gonna get that over there. I hate to use the word cutthroat, but it's a little bit more grimy over there. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So, what is your Grail collectible on Veve? Something that you don't have that you're like, man, I missed that one.
Easy. That's the partner statue, bro. Easy.
Yep.
I'm hurt.
Same here.
Nobody here has it?
Nah,
man. I wish I did.
Dang.
No.
Nah, man. I know.
It has a
I like the Secret Red DeLorean too. I mean.
Okay.
I like
that shouldn't be too hard to get. That shouldn't be too hard. That's in reach, I think.
Yeah.
The ultra rare, the one that But that's why we got to get tomorrow's drop, because that's our second chance right there. If we can get that ultra rare tomorrow, we back in the game a little bit.
That's right. Bro, I can make up a lot of ground with that, man.
Heck yeah.
Give me one. I just need one.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a question, man. What is your let's backtrack a little bit. Did we go into we went into kind of like where you grew up and all of that. What were you doing before you decide? Like what made you turn on the camera and be like, I'm going to talk about Veve or whatever? Like, you know, what did you do before that? Like, you know, normal job. What's your background?
Background, I work for, you can say, construction. I work at a gas company, basically. But yeah, that's what I do. What do I do? Like I kind of monitor the pressure system without, you know, yeah, the pressure. It's hard to explain, but make sure the pressure is correct across the towns. You know how the gas travels underground in the pipes across the whole cities and stuff. Well, we gotta make sure that that's right, because if you know, if it's off, then you know a whole bunch of stuff could go wrong. So that's what I do. 9 to 5 wise.
That's what's up. And what made you fire up the phone and the camera and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go, you know, start making videos?
Man, that's a good question, because I never really seen myself as a YouTuber before. And it was funny because I found out about NFTs really about Top Shots. Like Top Shots was kind of like my introduction into the cool NFTs. So I like my first 5 videos were on Top Shots, and I kind of got in late with that. I got in at the high, which was like late February, and I was buying moments for like $100, $200, thinking they were going to go to the moon. And of course, I'm in the hole now because they kind of dipped after that. But as soon as I found out about Veve, I got excited. I was like, wow. Like I seen the augmented reality feature, and they got Batman and Joker. And I seen the opportunity because not too many YouTubers were covering it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me start making some content, because you know, this is an opportunity here. I just wanted to give myself an extra opportunity, you know, just to give myself a chance. You never know where it was going to go. And I kind of knew Ecomi was going places. So I'm like, my channel should grow along with Ecomi if I put out valuable content. And that's pretty much why I started.
Okay. So I'm curious, what are you, like, if your 3 favorite movies, if you were stranded on an island and that's it, they said, man, you, for the rest of your life, you only could watch 3 movies, which 3 would they be?
Man, I got so many movies. The Matrix comes to mind, so I'll just say The Matrix. I think that might be a good one. Oh my man. Okay, I'm gonna switch it up on you. I'm gonna give you a TV series, because I can name those. I'll do Breaking Bad, The Wire. So Breaking Bad, The Wire, and maybe The Twilight Zone. Put The Twilight Zone in there.
Twilight.
A lot of variety. That's wow.
Twilight Zone, bro. That Twilight Zone, man. Man, I forgot. What was the? I wrote it down. Somebody in the chat a few interviews ago mentioned that there was a new Twilight Zone.
A new show that's just like it. Should be in your notes.
Is it called The Twilight Zone?
I don't know. I don't.
What's it called?
What'd you say?
Is you mean Black Mirror? You talking about Black Mirror?
That's it.
That's
it. Yeah, I like Black Mirror too.
That's
Black Mirror, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
It's basically.
I gotta check.
You haven't seen that?
No.
I
heard of it.
You haven't seen it either, Doctor? Y'all gotta watch that. Y'all gonna love it. It's basically the Twilight Zone, but like modern and even futuristic. It's gonna make so many connections. It's a great show.
Yeah.
Man, okay, that's it. It's a wrap. It's just tough. It's hard to, you know, between work and family and YouTube, it's hard to sit down and watch a show or anything, but I got to take out the time to do it, man, for sure. So, all right. So I know you mentioned that you have like some Pokemon cards and stuff. What is there any old school toy or collectible that you no longer have that you had when you were a kid that you're like, man, if I could bring that one toy back, which one would it be?
I can't. A toy. I can't say that I have one. I can't say. I mean, I can't say that I have a favorite toy like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I can't answer that one.
Okay.
I got one. If you could hop in a time machine and go anywhere at any time, well, pick a time in the past and pick a time in the future that you would go to.
Yeah, I mean, it might seem. I would like to see the beginning of the time, how it really started. If you want to put it that way. You know,
the most interesting answer yet.
Yeah. And in the future, I just want to, man, I don't want to go too far ahead. I kind of want to I want to go far enough ahead where like I can understand the current technology and kind of see where it kind of see how it evolved to where I still kind of understand what's going on.
Right.
So like, past the veveverse, maybe flying cars, maybe teleportation devices, somewhere in that area just to see,
That would be cool.
That'd be dope. That would be dope for sure, man. Absolutely. So, all right. So if you were gonna be rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you had to work, either run a business or have a job. You know what I'm saying? But it was gonna pay you whatever, man. It was, a bunch of money. What kind of gig would it be, or business would you run?
What kind of business would I run?
Yeah.
I probably do let's see. It probably have to revolve around NFTs at this point. I'd be some kind of consulting business or maybe a third eye consultations or something. I don't no. Yeah, or just my YouTube. I'd just be doing. I would like to make content. If I had all the time in the world, I'd be making videos like Cavell out there.
Right.
3 a day.
Nice.
That's it, man.
So, what do you think, man? You want to open up a question from the chat, or
I got a question.
Eddie, I know you got some questions.
Yeah, I got a few. Yeah. So I see the whole thing based around the third eye. I'm guessing you're very into meditation and the truth about how humans came about and stuff like that. That's what I would imagine by just seeing
that's a good question. What's your thought of the third eye?
Right.
Say that again one more time.
What's your thought of the third eye? Have you uncalcified it? Are you into all that stuff? Meditation.
So that's funny. You would think I'd be into meditation, and I tell my wife all the time that I should, but I really don't have the patience for meditation. I'm just sitting there, and I really want to get into it. I still want to do it. But I don't meditate I don't take the time out of the day to meditate. I should. But yes, regarding the third eye, I feel like it might still be calcified, but I do believe I've unlocked some kind of portion of it. Because just the things that I think that because I know the way that I eat is definitely probably calcified. I should be eating better too. But yeah, I took some what's it, acid when you put it on your tongue, and after that, it just
it'll open it. that will unlock
same
it.
Thing. A couple. Oh no, I was gonna say just a couple of times is all it took, and I just see life differently. You just start thinking differently. It just helps shift your perception just enough, just enough to be like, hey, okay, I see there's different ways of thinking, and it helps,
You become woke. That's the true meaning of becoming woke.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, have you heard of DMT? I know this is going a little bit left field, but I'm curious. Have you heard of DMT?
I've heard of it, haven't tried it, but I wouldn't mind it if
I would love to
come across it.
You're not alone. I would love to do it.
Yeah, I have a cousin.
I'm trying to learn. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I have a cousin that he organizes. A friend of his, and they organize these DMT retreats and stuff. Typically in upstate New York. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
That sound nice, man. That sound like a vacation.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a little difficult for me in my current situation with the little ones and everything, but yeah, man, for sure, man. So okay, so Eddie, I'm sorry, I don't want to step on your toes.
No. He answered my question. We're good.
Oh, Veve has a comment about DMT. I would have tried DMT if I was still young. Look, I'm in my 40s. I'm not gonna even make pretend I'm young, but with you know, we're good. We're good. With DMT's not gonna hurt us. We're good.
No, from what we hear, first of all, it's already produced in the human body. So I mean, it's not something that you're.
It's not foreign to your system.
Right. So you're not gonna hurt yourself doing it. But it's supposed to be like real spiritual, life changing for the better. So I mean, it's not like you're taking like, you know, one of these other drugs.
Synthetic or right.
With that, something that's totally natural and been being done for thousands of years.
So would that not show up in a drug test? Because I get like randomly drug tests at my job, so that's why I don't do half his stuff. So okay, I'm about to look into that then, because I'm trying to, you know, need to.
It's just so hard to get though. That's the problem. It comes from South America. Only like one place produces it, so it's really hard. And even when you go there and try to get it, it comes from a shaman and stuff like that. It's not easy.
So what's bugged out is, I know this was not on the schedule.
The schedule's over. The schedule's over.
The schedule's over. We're off the tracks right now.
We flowing now, man. We flowing.
But so the shaman that my cousin gets, he comes through, and the way they schedule it, so he goes and he spends like 3-4 days with the group, and it's not just the DMT. He has I forget what it's called, but with the DMT, they put it in a drink. And so the DMT is only 15 to 30 minutes, the effects, the strong effects. So
feels like 10 hours, but it's only.
But when you add it to this chemical, I forget what it's called. It lasts a few hours.
Okay.
So you just have to like schedule everything with the shaman, you know, with the group and all that, and man. So that it's if it's done right and organized and you know, structured and all that, you know, it's worth the time and the money to set that all up. And that's why they go for like 3 days, because they do it day one, and the best way to describe it is you're putting the pieces back together for the next 2 days.
Right. Yeah.
What you just experienced.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, it's deep. It's deep. You know.
Is that similar to ayahuasca? You ever heard of that?
Yes, it's ayahuasca. Yes, it's like an ayahuasca ceremony where there's the shaman and they have the DMT. Great. Yeah. The chat, everybody watches like, what is happening right now?
Right, especially
it's known. It's known. I mean, Mike Tyson. I mean, there's a lot of people that are talking about it. Plus, like half of the West Coast is microdosing on like mushrooms. So it's not that taboo anymore. It's known now. I mean, you have a lot of people that are waking up. You know, that stuff was even like MDMA and even acid. I mean, it was made for to help people, depression and stuff like that. It can treat depression. So I mean, you know, when you talk about mushrooms mostly and MDMA and I'm not MDMA, DMT, like all the natural stuff. I mean, you really,
you know, we're gonna have to start another channel. That stuff.
They're like, we came for Kripkins and Unicornos. They talking about DMT and
I know. We went a little crazy, man. Okay.
So, all right, so I'll lead it into the next question. So we're trying to figure out how we're gonna be able to do stuff like that in the metaverse. So how do you feel about the metaverse? What's your thoughts about the metaverse?
Man, the metaverse is a trip. It's gonna be a trip. I think it's the future. I think it's the future of communication. It's the future of possibly, you know, jobs. You know, there's gonna be jobs in the metaverse. It's definitely, I mean, it's just the next level to what we're already doing, right? Because we're on video camera, like we're all talking through technology, but with the metaverse, we're gonna have 3D avatars, and it's gonna be more immersive. So we've been in the metaverse, but we haven't had the technology to, just be immersive with it,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
So speaking about the metaverse, let's just say it's here, right? And the only car that's available is the DeLorean right now. And you get to pick any car to bring into that's real and bring it into the metaverse so you can push your new car in the metaverse. Which car would it be?
Man, I would have to pick something fictional. I'm really not a car guy. Like I'm not. I don't know. I don't have a favorite car, nothing like that. I just man, just give me the Batmobile. Give me with all the gadgets. That's what I have to say. Give me the Batmobile.
I like that. Give me the Batmobile.
That's cool. That's a cool one. You strike me as like a 1964 Lincoln, the one with the suicide doors.
Okay.
That's you strike me as like that. Like that.
Okay.
So did you have any favorite TV shows when you were growing up?
TV shows? Yeah, I mean, let's see. Yeah, Twilight Zone, I like that one. TV shows. You got a genre for me or something? I used to watch a lot.
You grew up in like the Martin era, Living Color era.
Oh yeah. Martin, Jamie Foxx, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all that. Yep, Moesha, all that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Very
hard
dope.
To pick one.
Okay.
So
so go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna ask another question about the metaverse, but go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, I guess your musical taste, if you have like what you listened to growing up, who you listening to now.
So basically I just stay on Pandora, and whatever Pandora throws at me, that's what I listen to. I've never been like a mainstream kind of guy. Whatever's hot right now, I've never been that. I usually find out about. I usually listen to that like maybe like a few months later, and usually late to that kind of stuff. But MF Doom is my favorite rapper. Like once I heard about him, his lyrics and the crazy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace for sure, man. His persona that he took on. Because I grew up watching Fantastic Four, and I was like, okay, this guy got the Doom helmet on, and it's crazy. But yeah, MF Doom. But I do like hip hop mostly, but I listen to everything except for like maybe country and rock. So I do listen to everything though. Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So in the metaverse, it's an exact duplicate of the world. You can go anywhere you want within the metaverse, and it'll be exactly how it is in real life. Yeah. So what are the top 2-3 places that you would go to?
Man, I might need to smoke a little something, but I would like to see the depths of the ocean. I'm trying to see what's down there, man. What's down? I might scare myself, but I need to know. I need to see that.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good answer.
Speaking of that, man, I got a little speculation that I think the James Bond glider is going to be the only way to be able to traverse the skies and the water.
I didn't think of that. You thinking far ahead. You thinking far. Because like
long range. I think really long range.
Yeah.
What do you think of that idea?
I like it, man. David, you and them, they think outside the box too, and they wouldn't include that for no reason, I don't think. So that's I didn't think of that.
Yeah, man, because I saw that they really highlight where it says it's the first submersible flying, whatever. And I was like, and I can picture, there being like races inside of Veveverse, so you'll have, the mirror cornrows on land, kind of like a horse race, and then corners or whichever one's going to water, and then have like a water environment type of race.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that really going on because there's a lot of money made with those NFT horse racing and breeding stuff. So what if the unicorns could breed, man? That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean Simone Legno, he could do it. I mean, like I don't know if you've seen like the Unicorno collection, but there's every unicorn under the sun, so they can definitely come out with any creation they wanted to, any variation. Unicornos, Labbits, those are easily breedable, I think. Yeah.
So if there was any collectible that is currently not on the platform, like a license, what would you like to see come to besides Pokemon? Everybody wants Pokemon, but besides Pokemon, what would you like to see come to Veve?
I hit you with the Dragon Ball Z, definitely. That was one of the first animes I grew up watching. I watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So that would be iconic and pretty cool. Naruto, I like me some Naruto. What else we got? I would like to see some more Cartoon Network, Courage the Cowardly Dog type stuff, or yeah, there's so many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give us the Last Ronin as the secret rare.
Oh, have you been reading that comic? Or is that
man, I'm trying to get my hands on it. My hands on it.
Okay.
Did you check it out yet?
No, I'm not I haven't read any really physical comics except for maybe The Walking Dead, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Man, the Walking Dead was really good. I got up to issue, oh God, I don't remember, like somewhere around 100, something like that.
Okay.
And then it got to a point where it was just too much to keep up with. And I fell behind, and I need to go back to that. A matter of fact, I think I have like a book, of issues, like the next group of issues that I need to read.
Yeah.
Did you read the recent ones, to the recent issues?
Right.
No, I only have like the first 3, and then I just stopped buying them. But I kept up with the show though. Actually, I haven't seen the last season of the show, but yeah, when the show came out, the first 3 seasons, pristine. They were, man.
Yeah,
man. I was super addicted to that. I watched, I don't even remember how many seasons, a bunch of them. But I'm like you, I haven't watched the last couple of seasons of Walking Dead. So I don't know, man. There's just a lot of things, man, on the bucket list I need to get back to, man.
Yeah.
Are there any other projects or apps that you're into? I know there's other things like Terra Virtual out there. There's, like you said, Top Shot. There's Nifties. You got all these other things. So are you trying to kind of diversify, or are you just trying to stay focused? Because you can only do so much with so much.
Yeah. So I've been buying those 100 out of 100 comics on Terra Virtua, but that's only because of Veve came out with comics, but I haven't bought any recently. But other than that, honestly, no, I've been kind of like just focusing on Veve because like it just makes sense. Like seeing what they have. I know it's smart to diversify if you see other value in other projects, but right now, it's kind of like, I don't mind going all in on Veve if I have to, because like you see what they got going on, and it's like a safe bet, I think.
In a way, I almost view the diversification within Veve, like because of the different IPs, and then not just the IPs, but the different types of things, meaning digital comics is its own lane, the collectibles are their own lane, and then the augmented reality of all those things is another lane where they could have utility they may not even have now. And then when you're talking to these metaverses and things, who knows what could happen.
And we got cars coming too, so like it's just about to get crazy.
Yeah,
that Batmobile that I saw on the Crypto Crayons channel looked amazing, man.
Oh yeah, we supposed to been had that, or maybe I thought we were supposed to get it this year, but man, that was like one of the first collectibles I seen. Like they previewed that.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have a DeLorean. It's not the ultra rare. It's just the rare one, if I remember right. It's the 1 of 1 scale. The doors just don't open. I keep saying like, yeah, I'm gonna get the one that the doors open, and it's just so much where to invest in and scoop up. It's tough. It's a tough decision, man.
Yeah.
Where do you think? And look, nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows the future. If you were gonna go ahead and just, look at ROI, straight up ROI, return on the investment, what collectible on Veve do you think would be the one within the next year?
You talking about like starting at retail or what?
Nah, like right now from the marketplace. If you were gonna go and they gave you, whatever,
Okay.
a couple of $1,000, and you could only invest it on one item. It could be multiples of the same item or just the one item. Which one would it be?
I probably go in with Todd just because it's got a lot of weight behind it, and it's going to continue to slowly increase. Like you see it at 3K right now. It was like 1.6 a month ago, a month or 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's the one that everybody's going to flock to once they understand what's behind it. First ever Batman, first appearance, all that. Yeah, I think I would feel safe with Todd.
Man, during the golden moments, the Disney drops, that Todd dropped to $1,200.
Yeah, that's
yes.
Yep.
I was watching it. It's just out of my reach, brand new to the app, it's not in the budget. It's not in the budget, man. And I saw that and I was like, damn, I know that this is my opportunity, man. And look at it, like you mentioned, man. It's 3 times that, man. It's like,
now you see, like if you would have came in and like scored an R2D2 or even an Elsa, you could have like easily sold that for a time. Like there's so many opportunities on the app just with these drops. That's why you got to really try for every drop you can, because you never know what you're gonna get.
Right. I mean, what do you think about? How do I even phrase this question? What do you think about the Steamboat Mickey drop? Like, where do you like? It's a weird. Like the community is definitely all over the place. Like I'm hearing some people who are not even interested, and then I'm hearing people who are like ultra rare, or I'm gonna slip my wrist. So where does the common fall since everyone has had commonitis lately on this app?
I hope people sleep on the commons. I hope people disrespect it. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with this common game. They disrespecting the uncommons, but I think they're gonna have a comeback at some point, and people are gonna be kicking themselves. Like, of course, why didn't I think of the commons?
Right.
Uncommons.
It always happens.
Yeah,
we've been here too long. We've seen this too many times.
If the uncommons go for anywhere from 100 to 150, that's an absolute steal. I think for the Mickey.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. If I can't get an ultra rare, I'm moving down to the next best thing.
Right.
So yeah.
Now here's the question. We got this tomorrow, right? What are we looking at for Friday? And then the next question is, if we're getting nothing Saturday, are they gonna come out, go out with a bang for Sunday? Or and if that happens, does that mean that that's the real gem squeeze that we were waiting for? And if we buy Mickey after the drop, did we overpay?
So I've heard the team say that they're taking a break on New Year's Eve and Christmas Day, or the day after, to spend time with their families. So definitely, probably nothing on those days. Still head on the swivel though. You never know, secret rare, unannounced drop. You never know, but I know we got the Labbits on Thursday, right? The Christmas Labbits, if you haven't seen already. And then we do have this like surprise toy drop, or not surprise, but like unannounced toy company that's supposed to drop. I don't know if you've seen that interview with David Yu. He said that we're gonna have a toy company that we probably never would have thought would enter the space or something like that.
Hasbro, G.I. Joe.
And he said the quality is they worked on this one, so we're gonna see what that is, and I think that's coming Thursday probably, or no, maybe Thursday, or
Right. So Friday is out.
Yeah, the whole Christmas, basically Christmas weekend, I think is out.
So how do we get to 12 days technically then of Veve?
Okay, so we got
12 drops, right?
Yeah, we got one tomorrow, we got one Thursday, and I think we still got one that's unannounced. So
okay.
Yeah. Oh no, we got the stamps too. I don't know if you know about the stamps.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, we got the stamps.
Yeah, so that's 3 right there, and then probably one that we still waiting to be announced.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, you know, out of these drops that just happened for the, you know, Christmas time, you're probably most excited for the Mickey. I'm assuming.
In terms of return on investment, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I noticed I made a video about that drop, and people are kind of shooting it down. You know, and I'm surprised at that. I don't feel that at all.
And they shooting it down how? Like they're not interested?
They're like, oh, it's you know, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. You know, the value wise, it's not gonna be valued that high. It's you know, and I'm like, I disagree.
See, remember this moment, because these are the moments that separates the people who are going to succeed from the people who are going to learn their lessons. Because like when everybody's saying what they're saying about Mickey, and you have your conviction, that's what you got to go with. You got to go hard on those Mickeys, because those people just don't know. And if you start questioning your instincts, you're gonna be kicking yourself for not going as hard as you would have if you would have considered what they had to say.
How many times have we said that, bro? How many times? So
You're right.
My question is, where do you see something like the common and the uncommon in this set a year from now? Or no, let's not even go a year. Let's go 3 months from now, a quarter.
Ooh, so the common I see probably 1,000. You said 3 months?
Right.
Yeah. Common's probably gonna be 1,000 because we're gonna be well on the mutable. Omi token's gonna be on the mutable. We'll probably be on a few exchanges by then. We're gonna have we're probably gonna have a couple million users on the app by then, so people will be well aware that Mickey exists. I don't even want to talk about the ultra rare. That's probably gonna be 10. Is it gonna be 10K? Yeah, because it's got audio and it's moving and it's the first rendition of Mickey.
And I mean, the quality of that animation is something I've never seen before. On no NFT, no nothing. I don't even.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! You got to try to get one tomorrow if you can afford it. If you can't, don't worry about it. You know you can't win them all, but.
So that's my question. Can I afford it? What do you think we're looking at price wise out the gate?
I think it's gonna be a small window. It's gonna be a small window where some people who got it, who really don't understand what it is, they might list it for what, maybe 500, 6, 7 in that range, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
Yeah, but I think tomorrow we're gonna be swimming with the whales. They're gonna be in there. They was in there for Walt, and this one's gonna be affordable for them. So we really gotta. If you got to scroll down a little bit to make sure you secure your one, if you got to pay an extra 200 to 300, if you got it like that, just make sure you get one. You know, you're not going to take that L for too much longer. That price is going to continue to rise as less supply gets snatched up. It's going to be crazy, and I hope I can get one myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Hopefully we could just, score in the drop and get lucky.
Yeah,
I feel like no matter what I get, if I get something, I'm gonna have to hold it, man. I believe you covered that in your video.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you could try to get cute and make some flips, but it's only gonna keep going up. So you might as well keep it.
So the question is, have you been in the market the last, anytime recent and seen any change in the market as far as the squeeze that you could see?
The past day I actually tried to restrain myself from going in there because I get tempted and I'd be like, I'm trying to save for Mickey, man. This is the whole thing. Like this is the first time that I've actually sold some of my items in preparation for the squeeze, because that Walt Disney taught me my lesson. Like I should have had at least 3,000 on the app so I can get one, but I wasn't ready. That's a life-changing collectible. I should have been ready, but I didn't want that to happen again for this one. Like, God forbid they announce Pokemon or something crazy. Mickey is the drop. This is the drop you want. I think this is what we've been waiting for, this Mickey drop. So I forgot what the question is, but yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, that was it. No, that was
okay.
Yo, everybody who's watching, drop a like, a follow to the Gale. If you're not following them, man, you gotta follow them. Dropping nuggets right now. some knowledge, an OG, for sure. You know, it's.
I wanted to add one thing when you're done.
Yeah, no. That's it. I just want to make sure everybody goes, even if you dip out real quick and go to the, if you're not following the Gale, but for whatever reason, go in and follow the Gale. It's a must. All right, Fast Eddie P. I'm sorry about that.
So as you know, being a new person to Veve, like I do a lot of research on everything that I'm involved in. So today I did see like in the marketplace, a lot of stuff is below retail or at retail, and my common sense tells me that it's because people are getting ready for tomorrow's drop. So like you said, a lot of people, a lot of people are not going to be able to afford the Mickey at secondary prices, or maybe even at the drop price.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a good time to maybe go and grab something that you believe in other than just Mickey, because I seen like this is where you can really save some money on certain things. So I just wanted to add.
So what I would say to that is you really want to be, well, it depends on what your goals are. Like if you're just trying to collect what you like, then, go for whatever. But this is the time where you want to go back to season 1 first appearances, because this is probably the lowest you're going to get them. And if you care about longevity and, return on investment, this is the time to go get what you might have missed coming in late, like the first appearance Harley Quinn, first appearance Joker. Depending on what your bankroll is, you gotta want to, you want to figure out what you can get the most bang for your buck. But I would go back to season 1 and just pick out the best of the best. Maybe get a DeLorean or something. You can leave season 2 alone. Season 3 is new. You want to go back to season 1 because that's going to be the hardest to attain once we get more users. That's what everybody's going to be trying to go after. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been watching the marketplace and just trying to see what's on sale. There's a lot of things on sale.
Yeah, a lot. I was
tempting,
really
man.
surprised.
It's tempting.
It is, but the thing is, as you mentioned, if I go and I splurge, I'm not gonna have the gems to get a Mickey on the secondary market.
Right. Yeah, it's a patience game. It's a game of patience. You got to balance that desire to get a deal for. You got to delay gratification. Is what they call it. You gotta wait, man. You just gotta wait. You gotta weigh the pros and cons. Like if is this Deadpool really worth it? Where I'm gonna miss a chance at Mickey? Mickey gonna shoot up to 100, couple hundred, 1,000, depending on which one you get. You can get a low mint uncommon, and still it'll be worth 1,000.
Absolutely, man. Well, we're talking, big boy collectibles over here. I think there's gonna be a mucho caliente collectible that's dropping. The Mickey, man, it's gonna be in fuego, man, for real. For sure, man. Going with that whole theme, man. The big boys. What is the biggest score you got on a drop? Not the marketplace, on a drop.
Yeah, man. Shout out to vevedrop once again. I got the 63 mint Pride, number 63 Pride, the Givenchy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was right when so there was a technique where you like hold down the buy now button and you just let go instead of tapping.
Right.
Yeah. So that was the first time I tried it, and he was putting the word out like he always does, and I tried it for the first time, and I must have been like the 63rd person to let go, because that's the one I got, and that was back. That was back when the collectibles were going in order. So it was like first come, first serve. So yeah.
I kind of missed that, but then again, I don't. But then I don't know, man. I've seen some really appalling things with people with these bots and stuff, where these dudes guaranteeing that they have low mint numbers. And I'm seeing it in the market. I'm seeing it in secondary marketplaces. These dudes literally have sequential numbers. And I'm like, for as random as now it's supposed to be for us, it seems like people are able to use some sort of software to really dig in and actually pick out chunks of these collectibles at a time, unless it's literally just, I don't know how, if it's not disseminated in a particular order, I don't know how it could be bought in a sequential order.
Yeah.
So, but I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I don't know about the order, but I know they can get a lot, so it might be coincidence or it could be an order. Yeah, but yeah, that
Yeah,
does
very
suck.
close. I mean, really close. Bro, I've seen ones where, let's say it's 57.45, then the same person will have 57.49. Might skip a couple numbers, but too
Mm.
close to just be coincidental. I mean, I give these botters a lot of credit. They have a lot of money. Because even if I had all those damn phones, I couldn't afford to hit buy on all of them. I'll tell you that much. I'd be dry. But
Yeah,
I guess I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of it.
yeah. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I guess they're doing what they can. I heard they like stopped like 5 million bots over a certain period of time recently or something like that. But yeah, like I seen even with the Walt statue, like I seen bots got like a good chunk of that waltz, and that's life changing money, man. So that could have helped somebody, a legitimate
Exactly.
person. So yeah,
Exactly.
they got to fix that if they can. I mean, that's unfortunate, but what can you
Yeah.
do?
I mean, I've seen stuff where, I'm seeing that they have rebound type of scripts now,
Right.
and I'm seeing, my rebound success change and just the way the app is functioning during the rebound
Yeah.
times is acting weird. So that's my whole thing is it's like, damn, you're going to interfere with my process, man. Now I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we've been kicking bots asses for months. Like we've been there before they were bots, and then we've been persevering still. It's not like ever since we know the bots, we're not scoring. Now if that was the case, all of a sudden I might be a little like, damn, it's crazy. There have been some drops, definitely some marketplace situations, and definitely some rebound situations where I know for sure there's some inhuman activity going on because the amount of speed things are happening. Like, come on, man. I know what I'm doing. I'm nice. Got this, but it's you hit that button and nope.
I mean, it's hard. And like one point is it, we got so many users, and it's really hard to say for sure. But you always got your suspicions. It's hard. It's hard to say.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think about the virtual lobby we go into? The virtual lobby drop system.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it because I can't get a comic to save my life these days, man. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to sit there and wait and hope. I know it's probably going to decrease our odds because like us being like OGs and familiar with the app, we got our tips and strategies that can like give us, that much more of a better odds. But I'm down for fairness. I just want it to be fair. I want everybody, all the humans, to get a fair shot at it.
Right.
Yeah, my only concern is, again, I don't know if this has been addressed in an AMA. I've been trying to pay attention to all the AMAs and all the announcements. I have yet to hear it, but maybe I missed something. But the problem is people are going to make 20 accounts, right? And then you
Yeah.
just
So that's an interesting thing because like back when DraftKings first did theirs, I think I was like one of the first, if not only people live streaming it. Maybe I forget his name, but yeah. But anyway, like the first time I had like 20 tabs open and that worked. But like the next time they had a drop, they kind of fixed that where you needed like one IP or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, so I think
And
Vivi
it
will get
was
on that.
linked with one driver's license, one social security, uh,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So hopefully Vivi learns from that from DraftKings off the rip so they don't even have to, go through that learning curve.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I play. I'm not. When you said DraftKings, I'm not sure if you're referring to just the DFS portion or the NFTs that they sell. But playing DFS on FanDuel and DraftKings, I know that you have to verify your account with your driver's license,
Mhm.
and I think that right there, if Vivi were to make every account be verified, and
Oh
you
yeah.
have to send a picture of front and back of your driver's license and then a real picture, a selfie of yourself.
Mhm.
And it's a pain, but it's a la like Binance. Like when you go to Binance, you got to do stuff like that too. So
Yeah,
I think if
KYC is coming. They said that we need that for the money transmitter license, so that's definitely coming.
okay,
Know your
good.
customer. Yeah.
Okay. So Just another going off topic, a personal question. What is your favorite food that you like to eat? I like to ask everybody that because it's so interesting what everybody likes to eat.
I'm sorry, bro. That's too personal, man. I can't answer. Nah,
you cross the line, brother.
yeah, you didn't cross the line. Dude. It's time to go. But so I like tacos or pizza. It's either tacos or pizza. That's my thing. It's a tie.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
In Chicago, got the banging deep dish, man. I went to Uno's. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. You said Uno's?
Yeah.
Where was that at? What town was that?
It was in, wherever it was in the same place a movie theater was. So I remember walking out of a movie theater and it being right there.
Okay, I never heard of that one. I'm gonna keep an ear off of that one.
Uno's, yeah, it goes back like it's historical. It's been open like years, you know.
Man, maybe I don't know.
They actually had a couple in New York as well.
Right, correct.
Okay.
3 Unos. They had one in Forest Hills.
Right.
Okay.
But the deep dish, bro. Woo.
Yeah, it was famous for originating in Chicago.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the one. I thought there was one in by Flushing. I'm going back in the 90s. I know there was one there.
Pizzeria Uno?
Yeah. Yep. There was man, but for I can't remember exactly where.
There was one on Bell Boulevard.
On Bell Boulevard. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. I had a friend that worked there. This is back.
My sister worked there.
Wow.
Oh, how funny.
What
How funny. Yeah, man. And there was one in South Street Seaport. I don't know if you guys know where that is. But
yes.
Yeah, there was one over there. I used to
go there for the fleet. What is it called? Fleet Week?
Fleet Week, yeah.
Yeah, I used to go over there.
Man.
Unbelievable place.
Bro, there's the body exhibit not too far from I don't know if it's still there. Next to the South Street Seaport. Have any of you guys gone to the body exhibit?
No, I seen an attraction for it though.
Right.
Gale, have you heard of that? The body exhibit?
No.
Nope. It's crazy. It's they travel, right? They don't stay in one spot. Is that how it goes? I went to one of them. I'm not sure if they stay stagnant in one spot or if it's like a circus where they always, going and traveling around. But they literally have dead bodies, that they've been, I don't know how they preserve them or what have you. And they'll like show you it's really interesting, and it's not gross or anything. It's just, it doesn't even look real, but it's real. They'll show you like the veins. They'll like, I don't know how they do it, but they actually like took out veins and made like a human body.
The brain, everything, I think, right? They show
it's just very, very interesting. Very interesting. But I don't know if you ever hear of it or you're in a town where they're visiting. I mean,
it doesn't necessarily, like when they take out the brain, like it's not like a fresh brain out of somebody's head. It's weird. I can't explain it neither.
I know
it's
you
cool.
Gotta just YouTubers. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. So all right, so we're talking about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So what is something that you would you could tell us about yourself that would surprise us, that would just like okay, no, not too many people know about this, something that you're willing to share, obviously.
Something about me. I study like Russian and Greek languages. I guess that's something. I know a little bit.
Never guessed that.
I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I can understand like when they pop on TV, like I actually understand what they be saying.
Russian's hard.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't say, people say that, and I like to counter that. Like it's only hard if like you gotta really want to learn it. If you want to learn it, it's not hard.
Yeah, I know the curse word.
Curse word.
You've heard of that figure of speech of that's Greek to me.
Yeah.
That's how hard it is to speak Greek.
They say English is the hardest
Yeah, they do.
hardest language.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Have you been to Greece or Greek, like
No,
Athens or anything?
no, that's one of the that's one of my what's it called, bucket list places.
Me too.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too, man.
Oh, that was supposed to be one of our questions. Actually, was top 3 places you want to visit, right, Joe?
Yes, yeah. I mean, he mentioned earlier in the conversation. He mentioned about going, deep in the ocean. But going with what Strange mentioned, what about on land? Where would you go on land to visit?
Let's see. I mean, I think Egypt might be a good one.
Right, which
Egypt, Greece, of course. I don't even care in Greece. I just want to just take me to Greece, man. And then uh no, I'm trying to stay out the jungle, man. Let me see. I'm trying to think. No to Australia too. Maybe somewhere in Europe. Somewhere in Europe. I don't know exactly where, but yeah.
All right, all right. Have you been to New York?
Yes, one time. Yeah, me and my wife, now wife. Yeah, we've been in New York, Times Square, that area. Yeah. It
Once
was
was
cool.
enough, huh?
Was that?
Once was enough.
No, no, I definitely would like to go back, but that was like right before COVID hit, and you know how that go.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, maybe one day we could all link up in Times Square or something.
Yeah, definitely. BB fam is family. Like it feel like family right now. I'm just talking to
Yeah, we
cousins.
could show you a different side of New York.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. We take some DMT. We go.
End up on the moon, brother.
We went back. We went.
Hey,
How did that come back up?
We're gonna be in the BB verse without the BB verse.
Multiverse.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you know that one Spider-Man clip where he falling upside down in the city? That's gonna be us. Miles.
Yeah. That's so funny, yo. I just watched that clip like last week too.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I gotta say that this has been very interesting. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. I haven't seen the new movie, the new Spider-Man movie. Did you get a chance to see that?
I'm checking it out on the 23rd. So what's today? Yeah, 2 days.
Okay.
2 days.
This is big when you got to plan it. Like wow.
Yeah, right. I'm just trying not to get spoiled. I want to see it as soon as possible before somebody spoil it.
Yeah.
And what's bugged out is my job gave me 2 free movie tickets for any movie. Fandango. So I gotta coordinate with the sitter and make this happen because, and I'm off from work for the rest of this week. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta make it happen, man. Maybe we could go Friday. I gotta, you know what? When we hop on, I'm gonna talk to Marty and see because it's a must. A matter of fact, earlier today, Steven, the guy who I interviewed a few days ago, he hit me up and he said, "Did you see Spider-Man?" I was like, "Dude, I have 3 kids, man. Hell no, I haven't gone seen Spider-Man." And he's like, "Man, you got to go see Spider-Man. It is amazing."
Man.
He said it is dope. His one of his favorite Marvel movies. He's like, "Man, you got to make it happen." I was like, "Dude, I gotta get a sitter. I gotta pay a babysitter. I gotta do this. It's not cheap for me." And he's like, "It's worth it."
Your #1 grossing movie in America.
I'm FOMOing, man. People didn't talk about Endgame like they talking about Spider-Man right now.
Right. That's a fact. I heard it's beating its numbers though, or not its numbers, but like all-time COVID numbers. Since COVID, blowing everything out the water.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's interesting, man.
So, Fast Eddie P and Strange. Any we've had the Gale with us for a little over an hour. So I know we
feel like 10 minutes, man.
See, so do we have any before we run out of time, any other questions?
Yeah, I got one. From somebody who's been doing it for as long as you have, like what's your how you would explain, I guess, to a beginner, like what are your goals with Veve? Like what are your main goals there? are you like is it both collecting and investments, or like what is it?
It's definitely financial freedom. I definitely came in for the money. I didn't come
Okay.
in just to collect. I came in because I saw an opportunity to make some money with some NFTs. And the more I learned, it was possible. It's more of a possibility than a dream. You know, Veve NFTs. I think they're going to be the leader in this space, and I think all of us being in early right now is life changing if we make the right moves right now, starting with this Mickey drop tomorrow. You know, we got to take one step at a time, make our next move our best move, and just take it one drop at a time and go from there. You know, but definitely financial freedom. But I am collecting what I like in the meantime. But I'm also making sure I'm stacking my blue chips. You know, my Todd McFarlane's, my first appearances, getting all that out the way at the same time, collecting the fun stuff too, like you know, decon stuff. And so I'm just playing it by ear, but definitely keeping the goal in mind.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a question, kind of about that. So when when the whole immutable X transition happens, and we're able to pull out our funds, you know, somebody in the chat actually earlier asked this. And by the way, chat, you know, before we end the video, go ahead, throw a question in, as you know, we're probably not going to last too much longer here, but when
I'm sorry. I just throw that out there. I'm good for as long as y'all want to go. So whoever, if y'all trying to tap out, it's up to y'all. But I'm good.
Okay. All right. I just didn't want to take up too much of your time if you had something going on. But okay, perfect.
We good.
Bet. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So when Immutable X comes through and we're able to pull out our funds, the question was, what do you think is going to happen to the values of the collectibles? Are we going to see a big dip down? And of course, you know, nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. So this is just speculation.
That's a good question, because I've heard some things recently where they're talking about these market prices are, you know, crazy because, you know, we can't take our gems out. So of course they got to go somewhere, right? So they're saying that's what the reason why some of these collectibles are maybe possibly inflated to a degree. But at the same time, I'm thinking they're legit. I mean, you know, I think people will sell out. Of course, we've been here for like what 9 months, 7 to 8 months, some of us, and some people do want to cash out and take that profit. But there's just as many people, I think, that's going to come in. So those prices won't stay low for long. So it's really, like I said, once again, there's so many factors. You know, I don't know if you know Taps Trades. He had a video that showed a whale that said he would have scooped up like 8 Marvel Comics 1 secret rares for 8,000 a piece, but he couldn't get his crypto bag in. And I'm sure there's more people. I'm sure there's a lot of people just like him waiting to come in. So whoever sells off is their items are gonna get eaten up by these whales waiting to come in, and they're gonna wish. I think they held on through the MTL.
You know,
I was gonna ask what you think about when the whole thing goes through, and how you know, you just had a big major hack recently. You know, a bunch of people panicked and lost crypto and all this stuff, you know, or lost Omi specifically. I'm a little confused because on the one hand, you know, the future should be bright, involving NFTs and all of these contracts and everything. You know, if you go to the local bodega and buy blow pop, that's going to be on the blockchain supposedly. So if everything is so traceable and beautiful and on this blockchain, why was it a big deal when everybody's Omi got taken? You know, it still seems like at the end of the day, there's a lot of ways that stuff can be taken, and it seems like people can't track it. So it's like, how safe is this stuff? You know, I'm just being a realist. You know, I'm hoping that in the future there are better security measures in place. I like the fact that Veve is a closed system in that regard, and I think that a lot of people are running to want to, you know, sell an NFT on Opensea or wherever else, but they got to be wary because there's people who get hacked all the time, every day, using their MetaMask, all this other stuff. And I think that when it opens up, as people experience different things, I think it's going to bring more people even to Veve and lessen the want to put your stuff other places and take the risk. Because, Ecomi has always said they got your back, they'll help you out as long as you do what you do on their app. Once you do anything else, you're on your own. And this right here, more than before, is what they were talking about. They weren't talking about selling your stuff on eBay, really. It was this,
Yeah.
So what do you think about all of that?
Well, what's it called? Exhibit A, had my board taken, got it back, you don't want to get too far into that. People had some thoughts about that, but at any rate, I got it back. And that's only because we weren't interoperable. If we were Opensea compatible, that person who got the board would have shipped it off to maybe a cold storage or anywhere in the world, and it would have been gone. But if your items are on or Veve, they can do something about, they can, if it's legit, they can do something about it. But yeah, I mean, don't go to the open sea if you don't know how to swim. I'm sure they're gonna make plenty of warnings about that, and people still, they're still gonna be thirsty to go to the open sea, but they don't know nothing about, crypto like that.
Right.
So I mean, your stuff is safe on Veve. There's no rush. You got all the time to learn how to transfer and avoid scammers and stuff. There's no rush. So I mean,
so another question is, and this is for Joe and Eddie as well, if anyone can answer this question. So, and anyone in the chat, the question is, who is that guy? So you've heard of the concept of all right, we take a Todd and we bring it to Opensea, and then it goes from being 4Gs on the app to all of a sudden I put it on Opensea, and then because people have ETH and they're used to spending money for lesser quality NFTs on that app anyway, they would have no problem spending $70,000 all of a sudden on the Todd because it's on Opensea. So my question is, who is that guy? Who is that guy that's savvy enough to make it to have all this ETH to spend, but yet is seeing a Todd, is like, where's this coming from? And then they're like, oh, Veve. And then instead of him looking it up, he's just going to spend $70,000 on this Todd because it's on Opensea. I'm trying to figure out, who is that guy? You know who that guy is going to be?
Got me.
I mean,
I'm trying to figure out where this logical concept, they try to make it seem so logical, but I'm trying to really figure out where this concept came from, how that's going to play out. How?
It's just, I find it's so interesting because, I've been, looking at Opensea more and more, and then I've been listening on Twitter Spaces. I've been listening to different spaces talking about NFTs, and what I have been starting to put together, again, this is brand new to me, is people who have been in this game on Opensea or in the Ethereum game 3-4 years ago, where they were getting Eddie, I muted you because of the background noise real quick. So, and then so these people that are been in the whole investing in Ethereum, investing in NFTs 3-4 years ago, they made a bunch of money. They're sitting on a fat bag. Yeah. These cats went in and were buying Ethereum at $130, exactly. 3 years ago. Exactly. And these cats, I'm listening to them talk, and they're just like, they're not like, I don't know, billionaires or anything like that, but they've got a fat stack because they invested 3-4 years ago, and they're like, you know what? I got X amount on Ethereum. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this NFT for, $10,000, this one for $20,000, because you know what? And then that 20,000 NFT just turns into 25, and I'm just rolling this.
Exactly.
And right. That is what I have learned about what you just said. Right. These are the cats that are doing.
Now, I know that, but I'm not right. Now, that's the guy. But my question is, again, you could take that, all that you just said was already rolled into the question. That was already baked in because that's the people on Opensea. So again, all them people that's in that Twitter space, if they're all on Opensea, how are they on there? See a Todd, go crazy and say, "Oh, I'm gonna," because again, you can technically do things with your Ethereum and then end up with Omi and just go over to Veve and buy it on the app. So who is this mystical person that's paying and gonna make us rich just because we listed on Opensea?
The first ones, those first few, until comps get involved.
Well, it depends on the prices.
That's where the difference is going to be.
What'd you say, Gale?
It depends on what the prices are on Veve. Like if they're a similar price, like 50, 60,000 listed on Veve, then OpenSea just might be easier access. So, but if they're 30,000, 20,000 on Veve and 70,000, then yeah, nobody's gonna buy that unless it's a low mint.
Right. Just wondering.
It's just so early. My vision of the metaverse is that in a few years, people are going to look back and want these season ones. They're going to want all of these, even season twos, even season threes, because we're going to be all the way down whatever season. And these are going to be like nostalgia. Like, oh my God, you have that? Wow, you were around from RIP. Wow, that's amazing. And the demand is going to go through the roof. And one thing recently that I kind of realized was a lot of comic book collectors, just talking about comic books, are not on the app. I went out and I called a few different. I made a video. I called a few different comic book stores, and the people who work at the comic book store, they don't know what Veve means. They've never heard of the word Veve before. So I'm like, and then the thing is, people are willing to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these comic books on the physical, and these are on the blockchain. Once they're able to understand and make that connection, they're going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm here in the metaverse. I can have my virtual home, my virtual whatever it is, and I can have the same collection I have here at home for a fraction of the cost. It's numbered. It's on the blockchain. Yeah, hell yeah. I have a bunch of paper anyway. I have a huge collection. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And I think that when that happens, they're going to want all the comic books and all the actual digital collectibles, the statues. This is going to go bananas. It's going to go crazy. And that's just my speculation. Look, that's just me.
I agree, man. I mean, I was in a Twitter space yesterday or this morning, I forget. But there was a guy in there that he used to be either a comic store owner or manager or something, but he was saying how when Spawn came out, he got 300 Spawn. He got 300, what's that other comic called, man? I can't think of it right now. Savage Dragon. So he took risk on like some blue chips, but then he took risk on, lesser known ones and all that. And he was just saying how like now at this point, when the smoke cleared, he's sitting here with, a whole bunch of long boxes. He was like, bro, I got a whole room dedicated to comics and all this stuff. And he was like, man, when you try to take this stuff to shows or wherever, he was like, these long boxes are heavy. He was like, I'm not a young spring chicken like I used to be. And he was like, honestly, and I've made this point too, when it comes to things like Marvel Comics 1, Amazing Spider-Man #1, these are books that even if you get your hands on it, either it's going to be totally destroyed or it's going to be graded. You know what I'm saying? The odds of you finding a book where you could just read it intact is slim to none. There's a lot of people, they know Marvel 1 exists, but the ability to read it, nobody's had that till now. So I see how all of these Grail books and these 1960-something books, all of these, like at some point, they might really blow up to a level we're not even understanding yet. It may not be, next year. You know, I don't know when, but someone's gonna come in and see all this stuff, or they might advertise. Who knows what's gonna happen? But they're definitely undervalued, and they have a lot of
Even,
room
you
to
know,
grow.
even in the card world, I see so many people that are talking about Marvel cards now that it's great. It's really crazy. So I mean, it is getting a lot bigger. But at the same token, those same card people don't know what Veve is. So I mean, we'll see. We will see. It's just time. You know,
It
like
is.
you have to consider yourself very, very lucky that you found Veve and you found it at the time that you did.
Right.
I believe that in time that it will go somewhere else, a different level, another level. Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Yeah,
You
Maybe
know,
not,
I think
maybe not to that level, you know, but it will go to another level.
yeah, I think the people who got into Bitcoin early had
Yeah.
similar conversations that we're having now. But
Right.
our thing is just cool. Our thing is just cooler, and you know, NFTs it's more diverse. It's going to reach a lot of more people, and it's going to be
Yep.
it's going to be a lot more mainstream, a lot more quicker. So, yeah,
yeah, man. I mean, I went and opened up the closet. You really can't see, but it's jam packed. I've got boxes of sport cards. I've got boxes of comic books, and anything that's graded. Obviously, I can't flip through it. I can't touch. I can't feel. So you know, people want to say, "Oh, you know, the physical. There's nothing like holding it." But man, you go get it graded. You're not holding it anymore. You're not reading through the comic book anymore.
That's right.
You know, so
It's not the same as when you grade a card. You know, a card is still a card.
Right.
You can flip it over. You can still see both sides. A little more cumbersome, but it's also protected. Same thing with the comic. But this is why some of these comics I honestly have, you know, and it made me feel more like, wow, now I can really feel like I can put this comic away. Because certain comics I've had, like the Beta Ray Bill, the Thor, like that one I have, and I got it actually like a month before they even announced it. That's what's funny. I had the variant cover though, the one where it's sketched and signed. So I didn't even open that book and read it. And I want to know, you know, Beta Ray Bill is one of my favorite characters. So when they dropped the book, you know, I had that feeling like, oh wow, now I can actually read this. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, I wonder who else feels that, you know. And I know there's not a lot of key books that we all grew up with released yet. um, you know, everybody wants this Amazing Spider-Man, 15? But reality is a lot of us haven't owned that or read that. You know, we all know the cover, so that's what we're, you know, chasing. But I think it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? And they have a lot of ways to go, man. Like there were certain series of books I used to collect that they haven't even scratched the surface with, like Punisher War Journal was, you know, a crazy series. Marvel Universe itself, A through Z, those books are crazy. That's a whole thing. Then you have Marvel Universe Book of the Dead, A through Z, all the dudes that die every year, A through Z. So it's just endless stuff, man. It could be
I know, and it's
G.I.
exciting.
Joe, you know, those comics were iconic. You know, G.I. Joe books have some iconic covers too. You know, they haven't even tapped like, what about the DC? You know, I feel like Marvel's in a situation. They probably signed a deal where they have exclusive comic rights for a minute on their app, and then like maybe after a year or so, DC will be able to do their thing because you know a lot of people are sleeping. We're missing a lot of Detective Comics. We're missing Superman. We're missing iconic.
Action One, yeah.
So there's a question that came in on the chat. It's been, you know, a little bit now. Before I forget, the question is, if they were to invest in, hold on, let me scroll up. I already lost it again. Okay. What would be the best to invest in? Would it be in collectibles with Veve or ETH? They didn't mention Omi, but I'm going to add Omi to it.
Come on, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Depends on the collectible, but I'm inclined to say specific Veve collectibles. And then my next will be Omi, because it's got a lot of leg room to run, especially about to be listed on Ethereum. Then we got who knows what exchanges is going to come with that. And then whatever, press or, exposure that comes with that, I could see a run up similar to like Doge, but it won't be that high. But yeah, I think ETH is last because it's kind of already did its thing. ETH is like, the Titanic. It's like a cruise ship. It's gonna move, but it's going slow. Omi is like a speedboat. Omi is gonna go quick because it's just that speedboat. It's gonna run. And then the collectibles, any given collectible could do crazy numbers depending on like if it's a Walt type thing, or if it's like Deadpool, then okay, you want to put some in Omi probably. But if you're talking about a Walt or a Mickey, then you want to put it in the collectible. So it just depends.
Yeah,
I feel the same way.
Yes,
I agree.
I agree. I think the ROI is going to be in Omi. Like if I'm just comparing Omi and Ethereum had their run up. Like they. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not going to continue to go up, but looking at straight ROI, when you invest in Ethereum, last I checked, it was close to 4,000. I know it's dipped down or what have you, but let's just say 4,000. And so, for you to double your money, we got to get 8,000, right? So for Omi,
right,
that thing hits $1, hits $2, $5, $10. Man, what happened to your investment?
5 cents at this point. If you put in $10,000 right now and it hits 5 cents, you don't even need no dollars.
You're talking about just some. I mean, the numbers are going to be. I mean, you're done with working.
Yeah.
So that's why I if I had to invest, that's where in those two, that's where I would allocate the most of my funds.
Yeah, because we were talking about people who bought Ethereum at $130 like a year ago, whatever you said. We're gonna be those people gonna be talking about us like we talk about Ethereum people because we've been investing in Omi right now. Those Omi whales, they can come in and we're in that same position, but we just gotta wait now. It's our time to wait.
Yeah.
So as far as Omi, how do you invest in Omi? Like, are you still as aggressive as you were, when you first found out about it? Is it a thing where you're a reoccurring investor? Are you only putting in like dollar cost averaging? Are you just like, it doesn't matter, just $50 here? How do you invest?
That's a good question. I don't invest as often as I would like to. Bought some yesterday actually though. With that, that Ecomi article I seen on Coinbase or whatever. But
Yeah,
I got a solid bag where I'm just been investing in the collectibles, which I consider the same thing. If and when they introduce the sell your collectible to get Omi, that's why, because the collectibles are moving up crazy right now, right? Almost all of them. So I want to stack enough decent collectibles where if that point comes where I want to sell it off and get some Omi, where I can get more Omi because the collectibles have run up quicker.
Makes sense. What do you think about the fact that they have Omi set up on the app right now? Like whenever I see that, like my mouth starts watering. I start clicking on collectibles, wishing I could spend the Omi that I transferred on the app real quick, but I can't yet. So what do you feel about that? Do you see that going?
You talking about the Omi wallet, or is there something that's
on the actual app? Like when I hit profile or whatever, like I've transferred Omi to my direct app.
Oh yeah.
So it literally sits there like next to my gem balance. Like I see how much it's like not much, it's a couple thousand.
Right.
But
I got some in there too. Yep. I thought you meant something different. Yeah.
So when you see that now, it's kind of different. And then like I said, whenever you see something in that area, it's like gems that's meant to spend it. And I see Omi there now, and I'm like, I can't spend this. I don't want to spend it, but it just is interesting, just making my mouth water a little.
Yeah, we gonna be able to stake that Omi. I can't wait to stake it to get these rewards. because I plan on holding it anyway, so you might as well stake it. So
exactly. That's kind of how I feel. Like I'm looking at it like, why am I not being rewarded for keeping this over here? You know, like, you know, so I guess soon come.
Yeah, always soon.
All in time.
When?
When soon.
Right.
George Omega in the chat says you can transfer OMI to gems using the desktop version. I know that Veve has, in the last AMA, they said that they're releasing their website soon. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to be. But George Omega, I mean, if that is the case, I mean that is going to make the value of OMI go up for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Right now, there's a learning curve to buy OMI. You know, it's not just go open up your app and buy it. Once it's that easy,
right, it's over.
You're going to see a jump.
Right.
I know I'm gonna buy some.
I mean, it has so much utility. That day, it's disgusting. I mean, do you have an understanding of how when they're talking about burning collectibles, how that affects OMI exactly?
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, like I know. Well, you talking about you said burning collectibles,
right? Because there are people talking about in the future, you know, oh, I'm going to stack a bunch of cheap comics now for $10 and burn them in the future, and then that would add, you know, value to my high mints that I keep or whatever they're saying. I don't really understand.
I mean, if OMI did burn when you burned a collectible, I would assume it would be with the associated dollar amount. Other than that, I'm not familiar how much OMI would be burned with collectible.
That sounds right. Right. So what does burning in general? How does that affect a token like OMI?
Well, I mean, OMI is deflationary, so every transaction that happens on Veve, it burns the equivalent amount of OMI. Every time there's a purchase, like let's say there's a $30 purchase, well, $30 worth of OMI at that time is burned. It's taken out of the reserve wallet, I think, and it's burned forever. So, you know, it just depends on the price of OMI at the time. Like a $30 purchase might be like 10,000 OMI. So 10,000 OMI is gone after that purchase is made. And that's basically how it works. Every time there's a purchase or a transaction. Yeah.
Okay. That was a good question. I wasn't sure exactly how because I've always heard about that. You know? Chat, if you have any questions for the Gale, please throw them in the chat. And also, give him a follow if you're not already following him. For whatever reason, you know, you got to go ahead, and he's an OG Veve. So you're going to have to dip out, drop him a follow, and come back. I mean, it's so exciting. The fact that, you know, Dokta Strange, he put me onto this whole marketplace. He gifted me Marvel issue 1, you know.
Ooh, that's a nice gift.
And so it was like, you know, I owe him all of this, man. It's crazy. And I'm so happy because the thing is, when he first approached me, my response was, what you're going to get from most collectibles. Nah, why am I going to want that digital thing? I don't want it on my phone. I want to hold it, you know? You know, I got a Jackie Robinson, by the way, physical Jackie Robinson card right here. You know,
yeah, where's the card collectible of the night, bro? Where's the card of the night?
Yo, I forgot. I forgot. This is the card of the night. It's a Jackie Robinson right here, 1954 original Jackie Robinson card. It's one of my favorite cards right here, man.
Beautiful card.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it. So yeah, man. So it's just I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I have my physical, I have my cards, my comics. You bugging. What I'm talking about something on my phone. And then he you know, he let me sit. He let me simmer on that. And then he hit me back, you know, and he's like, look, man, you need to just think about this. Do a little bit of research. Dive into this. And I'm like, all right. Let me see what this cat is talking about, man. What is this?
Yeah.
And so once I started doing my research and looking at what is in store, where we're heading, I was like, it's a wrap. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about selling a few of my physicals to fund my digital, my Veve collection.
Might not be a bad idea. I'll tell you that. Depending
no, because I don't agree. I mean, I do agree with that, because I think that, like, let's just say whatever card here. Look, I got an X-Force Deadpool card, right? Yeah. This card, you know, let's just say it's a $50 card. In 1 year, what is this card going to be, right? I don't know. If there's a movie out or something, it'll pump some. But if I go and I take this $50, right? I sell this. I take this $50 and I go and I'm successful on a drop. Or I go in right now and I buy a few comics or whatever in 1 year. Where are we at with that $50? I think that my ROI is going to be better on Veve than here.
Yep.
Just like
that. That actually, you know, what's crazy is that actually ties into my next question. Kind of is I wanted to get the Gale's thoughts on. You know, I know you do have a little knowledge about collectibles and stuff, so. You know, in the collectible world, a lot of people like to bank on, let's say, like with comics, a Spider-Man comic. A lot of people are banking on a movie coming out. Let's say even Venom. You know, someone owns Venom #1, Lethal Protector 9.8. They're like, yo, when a Venom movie comes out, I'm going to sell this and make bread. And a lot of the times it does not happen because so many people are banking on that they all sell at the same time. And it's just oversaturated anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, what do you think the main catalysts are going to be for Veve? Because obviously it has nothing to do with the outside world to a sense. Because if so, you know, Spider-Man's will be even more than they've been climbing up to be, you know what I mean, before this movie came out.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think that this is catalyst driven by the outside world, or like the people that are on the app, are we just determining the fates of these things ourselves, or what's going on? What do you think?
You mean in terms of the price going up?
Yeah.
It's definitely us right now. Like you can tell with the common gang right now, like commons are overtaking the uncommons just because of it's majority rule. Just like in life, it's always going to be majority rule. Like, you know, we determine the president with majority rule. We're supposed to, at least. You know, so like even airdrops, like, you know, with the Ron English, like that could be a catalyst. Like if Veve promises, you know, an airdrop for a certain collectible, that's going to make it run up. It's all, you know, it's all speculation though. Like with the Spider-Man movie, you would have thought that Spider-Man would have ran up, but like if people aren't thinking about it, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's really us who decides the market. So yeah.
That's what right, cool.
So we got a question that came in on the chat, and Daniel, I'm not sure exactly. There's a question before that.
Yeah, I like that. The question before it is good too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's your mindset when it comes to stacking NFTs?
Talking to me?
Yes.
I made a video on that recently. I like stacking NFTs. Especially it just really depends on which ones. You got to really. So I like stacking undervalued NFTs, or I like stacking NFTs before. I'll give you an example. So for the hoverboards, right, the no-tech hoverboards, I was stacking those at 13 gems. So I got like 23 of them right now, and I was stacking those when nobody was thinking about them. And my thought process was, you know, these hoverboards are probably going to be rideable in the Veveverse. They're not just going to drop Back to the Future hoverboards and not make them rideable. We already seen that the DeLorean Common is drivable. So they're not just going to drop these boards and just be like flat, you know, boards just sitting there. So I got 23 of them, and they're like $40 a piece now. So I cannot see myself stacking those things at $40 a piece right now. So like I'm really in profit right now. And I'll go back to the comics too. I was stacking Fantastic Four issue 1s back when they were like 2 to 13 gems.
Boy.
Yeah. So I got 40 of those right now, and
Oh,
those have reached what, like $80 a piece.
yeah,
And I
man.
was, yeah, yeah. A lot, and there's people with more comics than me because they had money at the time, and they were going for $2 to $3 at the time. So if you stack the right asset when it's undervalued, all you got to do is wait. Stack it when people aren't thinking about them. Stack them when people are FOMOing them. Like even these Deadpools might be stackable, even though they're like pretty hefty price. $50 is pretty hefty, but
Right.
it's still retail. So Deadpool gonna run up too.
I think so too.
Yeah, and that goes pretty much for all collectibles.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You stack when nobody's thinking, when there's no hype, and then you
yeah,
sell during the hype.
yeah,
I say that to people all the time. Never buy in the hype. Don't
yeah.
do it. That's
Unless
how
it's
you
like
lose.
unless it's like a Mickey right now. Like Mickey
Yeah,
gonna be
right.
hyped up, but
Exactly.
for good reason though. Yeah,
Right.
Nah, yeah, man.
I would say that the Veve market is almost its own animal. It's about
It
traditional
definitely
collectibles, but it doesn't follow traditional rules at all. You
yeah,
no,
know,
because there's no hype. So like you asked the question before, like with the Spider-Man movie, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter if a movie's coming out. What's gonna blow is gonna blow, and it's just the way it is. So I mean, it's probably the only collectible area that I'm seeing that doesn't involve some type of hype. Basketball cards, sports cards, it's day by day. Whoever has a
right?
good
Player
game, yeah,
performance, right? Yeah.
right. If who's retiring, who's going into the
Who's
Hall of
in the
Fame,
Hall of Fame,
stuff
right?
like that.
Yeah.
With this,
Who just got
it's
injured.
there's none of that.
Right, right.
yes. So we use movies to like create hype. Like we say, okay, Spider-Man coming out, that's
Right,
gonna run up. So we got to
right.
create our own hype kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So what do you guys think about the? I'm sorry, did I? Were you?
Nope.
Can
Nope.
I ask
You
that
good.
question?
You good.
No, it was done.
Okay, okay. So, in the chat, they're asking about Storm. What do you think of Storm? I think she's vastly undervalued, in my opinion. But the Gale, talk to us. A little Storm action.
Storm. I like the character Storm. I can look past. I can look past it. I think, there's popular consensus that she could have been more feminine looking, or they could have made her a little more right. But I like the Storm. I bought the Ultra Rare for 500. She's like 250 now. I wish I would have known. I would have waited to get her, but I got her now. But she's undervalued, of course. She's the first X-Men collect 3D collectible on the app. First appearance X-Men. First appearance Storm. The two rares are animated. I think now's the best opportunity you're probably going to have to load up on her if you want her. But
Yeah,
yeah, I like.
absolutely.
Yeah, I like.
And just from somebody who just coming from left field with common sense,
Yeah.
the rest of X-Men are going to be coming out, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
You're going to need the Storm in order to complete that.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so you're gonna need it one day.
She
You're
probably
gonna
gonna.
want it.
She probably gonna pull a Spider-Man. Maybe not to that degree, but she gonna pull a Spider-Man. She gonna be like 200 gems one day, and people gonna be like, "Wow, I should have stacked her when she was 34 or 40 gems."
It's like
First.
Captain America, you know. He was
Yeah.
sitting there. I mean, isn't it funny how not too long ago we actually had collectibles on the app that as a new user you could open up the app and not even know about the marketplace and still buy something. You could have got a
Yeah.
Star Trek, a Borg cube, a Captain America still.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me how right now, like when I bring people into the app, they're like, what is this? On the first page, they're like, what is all this stuff? It's all says sold out. I'm like, yeah, I know. Just ignore that.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's so funny, just like Strange got me into it. I put other people onto it, and they'll go onto the app and they'll try a few drops and then they give up. They're like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, you can still get things on the secondary marketplace for almost what the drop was, or damn near.
Gotta
It's
stick
just,
around.
Yeah.
it's
Stick
not
around and look
always
around. Right.
getting it at the drop, man. You can get it in the secondary market and sit on it.
Yes, it depends on the item though, because some people like the thrill of getting an item and not knowing what you're gonna get. and also the chance of getting a low mint or in a secret or ultra rare. So the drop is an experience. So if you miss out, you do kind of be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Speaking of that, I think that was one positive about things being in the store still, like not sold out, was when it came to certain things, like let's say the Captain America, when I knew I wanted one, I was like, okay, I could buy it off the market or just from the store right here. And I was sitting there like, okay, well, why are they underneath retail in the market? I don't understand why. But then I started to understand why, because if you were to buy it from Veve's store, you still didn't know what mint you were going to get.
Right.
Versus you buy it from the marketplace, you know what you're buying. You're getting a high mint, but you're paying underneath retail. So I was like, So I took a gamble and I actually got a decent mint. You know, this is right before they burned them. So I was like, wow, this is kind of, I said, how much other stuff did I miss that was sitting in the store? You know, those DeLoreans and different, you know, I'm like, oh man, this is wild. So I don't know how we get back to a place like that, but I think that's a comfortable place that the app should be at, with selling NFTs and being this Walmart of NFTs they want to be. You know, it shouldn't just be marketplace, drops or die, you know. But
that's what
that
David,
means oversaturation of certain items also. So
that's what David you said himself too. He said that the drops weren't meant to sell out every drop. You know, they want stuff in the store for people, newcomers to come and buy at retail, but that's not the case right now. BB is just over. Oh, it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like the Iron Fist 14. I'm looking at it now, right? And I have the physical, you know, so maybe I'm biased. I
got 3 copies already.
Bro, it's $10.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
This is first appearance of Sabretooth. When a collector comes in, and as I said earlier, most collectors, and I say that comfortably because, like I said, I'm calling owners and people who work at comic book stores, and they're like, what the hell is Veve? You know? And they see this book, they see this cover, and they're going to say, hell yeah, $10? And there's, you know, what was the mint count? 30,000 on this? So, you know, they're going to say, hell yeah, I'm going to scoop up a few of these.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I can use it maybe down the line in Veveverse. Abso-freaking-lutely. Sign me up. I have an emotional tie to that cover. And then you just scroll through and you just see cover after cover, book after book, where, you know, you can buy this. And like Strange said, you can go ahead and you don't have to grade it. And the fact that you can read it, you know, I can't show my kids my comics. You bugging.
Right.
You know, I can show them from far, say, look, you stand in the doorway and I'm going to quickly show you one.
But with Veve, you could literally transfer it to their account and they could be reading it within seconds.
Yeah. And wait until we get you know, these Oculus type glasses, because we can already do it in augmented reality. Maybe we just don't have the technology to really use it like we want to. We got to use our phones still.
Yeah, I was telling that to a lot of people. That's the next level. We're gonna look back like, wow, you used to have to carry around that cumbersome thing that weighed, you know, 2 pounds or whatever it was, just to, you know, we'll be looking back on this like it doesn't make sense, you know, like why couldn't you just see it through your own eyes, through the lenses of whatever, you know, like it's crazy.
It's moving exponentially. We'll be there before we know it.
I mean, look what happened to cell phones. You know, cell phones, you only could have them in your car, and then you could walk around with a briefcase, and that was like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, and then
payphones in their cars.
Yo,
it's crazy. The big ass brick.
Yeah. Oh, the brick.
I had a couple of those.
The brick.
Yeah, man. And then it's just a matter of time, like you mentioned. It's just a matter of time before this technology is just, you know, bringing us to the next level. You can already go and Google it. They're already developing glasses for augmented reality. Facebook is pumping a lot of money into this technology. because they see that this is where the future is. They want
something like 10 billion, no?
It's a crazy number, man.
Yeah, crazy number.
You know,
I'm gonna let y'all finish, but my somebody's paging me. Somebody's beeping me. I gotta check my beeper. I gotta.
Oh.
911.
Yeah. Find the nearest payphone.
I had a Motorola and a Sky pager, yo.
Man, my goodness. So, all right. So, chat. We've had the Gale for a hot minute now. Any questions before we wrap it up? Any questions? Strange and Fast Eddie P. Any questions?
No, I think maybe Stranger might have some questions. You know what? I'm into sports cards. I do the sports cards thing. What was your favorite sport card growing up? Like, what was your number one card?
Man, I don't really have an answer because I wasn't really into it like that. You know, I had a whole bunch of them. I would say probably
or Pokemon. Pokemon's cool too.
Pokemon? Okay. Favorite Pokemon card? Man. So I guess I'm just an indifferent kind of guy. Like I don't have too many favorites of anything, but I like it's got to be probably a holographic something.
Or even your most valuable one.
Most valuable. I mean, I would have to check on the internet because I got like a whole bunch of holographics and some are first edition. So I really don't know at the time.
You better check because they went up a lot.
Bro, I know. I need to just sell them off and put them in the Veve, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. That's where my head is at, man. I mean, not sell everything, but maybe sell a few.
Because I'm all digital at this point. Like I don't need nothing physical. That's just me because I never collected anyway. But I love it all in my phone. Like if I can remember my password and my seed phrase, it's with me anywhere I go.
Right.
Yeah. I love that.
Right. And then if you have to move, you don't have to worry about packing that stuff up.
Yeah. The wife's happy, you happy, everybody happy.
That's right. That is right.
That's
true. You know?
How long you been married, bro?
Shoot. I think a 1 year anniversary was like 2 months ago. So just a little over a year.
Congratulations.
Oh, happy anniversary, man.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah.
So
no kids?
No, not yet. Nope. Just got 2 cats. That's it.
Okay.
So
no mini tornadoes yet, huh?
No hurricanes, no twisters, none of that.
Man, I'm telling you, take your time. It is not a game. It is not a game.
Everything changes once you cross that line, brother.
Y'all might get 1 video a week from me after that.
Bro, it is crazy.
I don't know how this guy does it. I have no kids and I have no idea how he does it.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna even front. Sometimes it's like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Right.
because I'll be, I'll see something come through on my phone or whatever, some breaking news or something pop off, or I've been working on some research. Like I was looking at, okay, how much is this being searched on Google or whatever it is, and I'm there on my phone, kind of on the sneak tip and whatever, and then I'm like, okay, I wait for my opportunity and I sneak up to another room, and then bang, I do this, screen record and real quick. I'm good with the one takes now. Like bang, this is what's popping. This is what's good. Upload bang.
They trained you.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys definitely inspired me, man. The Gale, he definitely showed me like, man, you don't need a big setup. You don't need this. You know what I'm saying? You just need your personality, your knowledge, information, and couple of cool graphics and some dope beats definitely helps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
I'm glad you got that. That's basically why I still got my phone because, like, I just want to do it on my phone. Like, if I can't do it on my phone, then I don't want to do it. Like, when they get too serious, it's not fun no more. So I just want to record from my phone because that's where the app is. The app is on the phone. I'm recording the app. You don't need too much more than that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I rock on the phone right here. This is it. I don't have, I did invest in a little mic. If I want to put my phone on a tripod, I got the tripod. But this is it, man. This is it. This is the whole production right here. You know, when I go live, I go on this is not even my computer. This is Marty's computer. So, my computer can't even handle it. So it's like you said, the Gale, man, it's just, you want to keep it fun. Keep it fun. Because you don't want to, I already have a job, man.
Yeah, right.
So there's a question in the chat. I mean, I know the answer to this real quick, but I guess we'll ask you. Somebody said, do you guys think it's smart to open a second Veve account to keep some safe? Like keeping one as a safe account, keeping NFTs in case a hack should happen. And somebody else says, I don't think so. What happens hypothetically if both accounts got hacked or something else worse? I know the answer to this, but
I mean, I keep all mine on my one account. I mean, for the master collector points too, like all that stuff adds up. It's adding up in the background. It's retroactive, and I trust Veve. I know I trust them. And I don't see a reason to have two accounts for my collectibles. But if you're trying to get it on a drop, then that's a different story. If you're trying to have
they're talking about, from a security standpoint, I guess.
Security standpoint. I mean, if you need, yeah, I don't.
I'll answer this, I guess. From a security standpoint, I would think of it as saying, what would make you special? Either the whole Veve would be hacked or accounts with major amounts of collectibles are going to be hacked. And this shows me that a lot of people are new to this app because that already happened, actually. So my friend actually, like a month, not even a full month that he was on the app, I didn't know. Like, I had a small group of friends. We know each other to a degree. We don't know how deep anybody's pockets are or anything like that. And we just were putting each other onto new projects as we were finding them, and come to find out when this hack happened, my friend was putting in the chat that his collectibles were gone, and we were just laughing at him because I didn't even think he bought any. He never announced that he bought not one. Meanwhile, this dude was like a mini whale on the low, and he lost everything. And within a week, everybody got all their stuff back. So at the end of the day, if you got 2 accounts or 30 accounts or 1 account, either it's going down or it ain't. And either you understand what this is and what it's supposed to be, which is something that's fully traceable. And, pretty much you should understand that once you take an NFT off of this app, that's when you're in a situation where you got to worry about being hacked. But if you're on this app, even if something was to vanish and they couldn't get it back, they can recreate it if they want to. Like, you're on the app with the people who are making it. So they got you regardless. Worst case scenario, that's how I look at it.
It would probably actually even be easier to have one account because they would be able to trace it even easier. You're just making it hard by opening multiple accounts.
Yeah.
So the Gale, I got a quick question. Have you heard of Recur?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I bought 2 passes and I accidentally canceled the transaction while my Bitcoin was being purchased. So I'm still waiting for my passes. I'm talking to the support team. Hopefully they're still working on it. But I'm supposed to have 2 passes, but I accidentally canceled when the Bitcoin was being processed, but it got sent and I still don't have my passes.
Wow. Okay.
How much were the passes? Like 200-300 or something, right?
300 a piece. I think I'll get it. It's just taking a long while, but yeah, I'm getting impatient though.
Wow. I mean, that's I'm starting to watch YouTube videos about Recur, and I'm like, okay, this might be something, to see what they come out with.
Yeah.
So at least you're open to other marketplaces that can start creating NFTs.
Always open, but I was more so trying to see if I could flip my passes because I know not too many people are going to buy them. So I was trying to see how much, because the passes have rarities themselves. So I'm always a sucker for the rarity game. You never know what you're going to get. And if I could flip one for like, what, a couple thousand, hopefully, or more, put that right back into Veve because I know Recurring got nothing Veve going. You know, they ain't got nothing to touch Veve right now, or probably in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And then and going with because I'm thinking that sports, because I did hear in an AMA that Veve is talking to sports athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the same? And if you did, what do you think about that? What kind of element we're talking about bringing to the Veve app?
All I know is about the NFLPA, the NFL Players Association from back in the day. That's what I heard about, and I haven't heard anything since. But I'm not really personally, I'm not holding my breath for it because we don't need it. But it will definitely be a great addition to the app. And I do think they did say we have a sports section coming. I thought it was supposed to be this year, but maybe something happened where they lost it or
yeah, I
they
heard
got
we're
delayed.
looking at next year now. I heard they
Yeah.
pushed it back. Oh, that's what he said during the AMA. He said it got pushed back.
Okay.
So now it's like sixth thing on the list, which would translate to like late next year.
Yeah.
And I think it really coincides with this deal behind the scenes with Fanatics.
Yeah,
You know,
It would actually be great for Panini to do that,
right?
because I'm sure Panini, being that they have their rights, being that they're about to sell to Fanatic, lose their
Right.
contract. So I mean, I'm sure that it would be an extra source of money if they did that right now.
That would be a
Especially
good
the
idea.
NFL.
That'd be a good idea having Panini like as a brand on the app. That would look crazy.
Yep. Because the problem with Panini is they're trying to do it themselves, but they're not having any luck doing it themselves. They need a Veve.
Look, you know how I like to do comparisons with Google searches. What are people searching on Google? Because, you know, if you are Googling something, it's on your mind for whatever reason, right? So I go in and I do this research, and I'm always, whatever drop comes out, I'm looking at it, Deadpool, whatever it is. And I just like to see. And, you know, when you look at Disney just kills it. It's just, it obliterates anything that's on this app. But now when I go in and I start searching NFL, that's when it starts pushing competition to that search term, that brand, Disney. Wow. So when it actually surpasses it during the football season.
Wow.
Yes, it is like one of the only things that I can see that passes Disney as in popularity on Google. So if they have some NFL, you coming out with, you know, Tom Brady, you know, just whoever, you know, Deion Sanders, it doesn't matter, man. NFL.
That's what I would do is I would put out Hall of Fame. I would go with, you know what I mean? Barry Sanders, Dermot.
That's what I said too. I said
Jerry Rice, you know, like the QBs. Oh, you know what my idea was to do definitely like QB to wide receiver connections, and then eventually when you drop them in AR, they would do whatever. So you would have to catch, you know what I'm saying? With Carter, you know what I mean?
Man, look, that would be Walt status, in my opinion, because when I'm just looking at the popularity and I see if all they got to do is drop a little ad in the Super Bowl, something, is game over, man. Is a wrap. And then when those fans, NFL fans, come over and they're scooping these up and they're like, oh, what else do they have here? Oh, wow. You know what? Let me get some of those too. Forget it. Forget it.
See, a major thing people forget is that Veve hasn't even advertised yet. They don't want to.
Nope.
Well, you got to understand, Bentley doesn't advertise. Peter Luger's doesn't advertise. The best of the best, they don't advertise.
The brand is there, man.
Right. It actually lessens the brand.
You're right.
Rolls-Royce doesn't advertise.
That is the truth.
Yep.
Crazy.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
So all right. All right. So you know what? I've been ignoring the chat. Let me just make sure we're good. Everybody, before we end this, I want to say, go to the Gale's channel, drop them a follow, subscribe, drop a like here. I'm gonna go ahead and ask the Gale for any parting words. Is there anything you want to mention before we end the stream, brother?
Man, this has been fun, man. We definitely got to do it again. Just let me know. I'm down, of course. Man, you know, just we in the right spot at the right time. I think we're all blessed to be here early and to be able to recognize this opportunity and to have the financial means to take a part of it. You know, not everybody is, in this position. And just happy to be here, and let's enjoy the moment because we're gonna be talking about this in the years to come or the months to come. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We are definitely, in a good spot. In a year's time, we look back and I mean, look, I don't even think I've been here 6 months, and it's like, man, I'm sitting on a nice stack already, a nice ROI already. So Strange, I appreciate you, making this happen. Just everything, planting the seed and me, incorporating it on the channel.
You threw the water on it, you know what I'm
saying? So Strange, Gale, Eddie, any last
Gale
words?
is the sunlight, you know what I mean? And
that's it. So Strange, any last words, man, before we end the stream?
Do you want to go to Eddie first, or me, or what?
Eddie. Let's go with Eddie.
Yeah. I just want to thank the Gale. From a beginner's point of view, the knowledge and information that he has is vital, and everybody should take a listen to it.
Absolutely. Strange.
Yeah, man. Of course, I gotta say thanks, man. On a couple of different levels, not only for doing this, but I was an early subscriber to your channel. I commented, you commented back. So I gotta say I appreciate you being a real one from day one. To the point where we made it here finally. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say thanks also for you making the videos way back when knowing things was the edge. You know what I'm saying? That was it was the difference between me getting stuff and not. So Joe, just understand like the way you feel by me putting you on. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about him and vevedrop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was successful before them, but when I found them, that's when things were getting tough. And the funny thing is I didn't even know it was getting tough. They let me know, like, listen, things are about to change. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get your act together if you're taking it serious. So I just appreciate them. And hopefully we could do this again. Hopefully, we can all get together and do a spaces or something. I think that would be sick too, being able to, talk to the people, in real time and do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. Yeah, we can be the hosts, hosts and co-hosts. I think we can have like 3 to 4 hosts and co-hosts. We can all be on the stage and invite people up and talk to the people.
Yeah. Crypto Pro, he's down.
Right.
He wants to do that. Absolutely. Yeah. And the real Randy Chavez, I'm sure he'll be down. I've been talking to him a little bit on on the side. So yeah, man, we're trying to coordinate something that works, and yeah, I think that would be good, because I feel that people, we're like a community, as we mentioned earlier in this stream. We're a community, we're tight, and I think that the fact that we can just sit back and just just chop it up with people within the community that are like-minded people like us.
Yeah.
Oh, Crypto Pro in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, how it go? Yeah. How on his intro? Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, real quick story. I've been following, subscribed to him for a long time too. And I don't know what he had going on, but for this one video, it was when he started doing like mobile updates and uploads. He started messing with it a little more. And he uploaded a video and it didn't have the yeah in it. And I literally went in the comments like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you shortchanged me. Like, I literally look forward to hearing that. And where's it at? He literally addressed it on his next video. Like, all right, never again. It'll be in the intro.
Man, I need that Obama voice too. He do the Obama voice, and yeah,
kills the Obama. Yo, wait till we get on Spaces, bro. We will go ham. Cause wait, you got some good ones too. You got a mean Yoda.
Oh yeah, I did that one time. Yeah.
That is so entertaining, man. I love the impressions, man. I love it.
So the Yoda, you know what? We'll save it for the Twitter, for the Twitter Spaces.
Yeah. Don't give him too much, son. Don't give him too much, son.
Yeah, don't give him too much. They ain't gonna come back.
Yes.
So when it happens, everybody's got to go tune in. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that was me, Crypto, bro.
He's laughing. He's in the chat laughing. So that's right, everybody. Okay, so we're about to end it, man. Thank you so much, the Gale. I really do appreciate you coming out and taking the time and just chopping it up with us. And I know that time is precious. So I really do appreciate you coming on and helping me out, also helping all of us out and within the community. And the fact that I hope we're building a friendship here, and we can maybe do this again in the near future.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed myself. I feel like I'm made 3 new friends. Even though I've been talking to Dr. Strange, this is the first time like face to face. Same with a lot of people in the community. Like when I hop on screen, like I've been talking to him for months, but first time face to face, and it feels like we've known each other for like a couple of years already. So definitely gonna do it again. Just let me know, and I'll let you know if I'm free.
It's crazy how many of the answers are so similar from all of us. Like
I know
it's so crazy.
I know, especially the cartoons and stuff. You could tell we're like the same, like
the places that we would go and stuff. Yes. They're all the same. It's
That's
crazy.
True. Egypt. I like what he said, deep sea. Oh man. Love that. So okay. So all right, everybody, again, so the Gale, I appreciate it. We're gonna, definitely hopefully we can do this again. And so everybody just subscribe to Crypto Pro, who is right now in the chat. Go subscribe to him, subscribe to the Gale, and Veve to the moon, man. That's it.
Get those Mickey Mouses.
Oh yeah. Good luck on those Mickey Mouses.
Yeah.
So you know the deal. Good luck in all your collectible decisions. Let them all be profitable.